Hi, my name is Huelskamp. I'm here to talk about the effects of COVID-19 on beef producers. The issue. NCBA sends letter to Capitol Hill urging relief for cattle producers. The National Cattlemen's Beef Association reports in the response to the ongoing effect to provide relief to Americans impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. NCBA Vice President of Government Ethan Lane issued the following statement. In order to combat the staging burden, NCBA has been actively engaged with leaders in both the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House of Representatives to ensure the relief to funds from any aid package reach these struggling cattle producers directly. What is natural for the issue is supply and demand. When you have a low supply, high demand, prices are going to go up. When you have a high supply, low demand, prices are going to go down. So right now, we have all these businesses, all these butchers, packaging plants have shut down. So prices, they're just up in the air right now. All that involved are grocery stores. You got packaging plants, you got butcher shops, you got the beef producers, you got the NCBA, you got the consumers that people go and buy. So we need the meat in the stores. The cause of the issue is the pandemic that we're having right now. The COVID-19 is just causing a lot of scariness in our businesses, in our production, our beef production. So it's just having a lot of farmers scared about their operation. The pros of this issue, grocery stores are getting a good product for what they're paying for. So the beef prices is low right now, so they're buying it at a low price. And actually, when you go into the stores, the meat has actually risen just a couple. So they're making a little bit of money off of there, which is acceptable. Just recently, in the past 5 days, the beef prices have gone up. The only thing I can think of, the reason for that is all these packaging plants has shut down, so the demand has went through the roof. That's the only way I can see it coming, and this is just recently, the past like 4 or 5 days that this has happened. The cons have to this issue is the farmers are scared. The farmers don't know if they're going to be able to make money on this year's, since the prices are so low. We got farmers that have contracts of, say you got 50,000 pounds of beef you got to produce on March or on April. They don't really want to turn that contract in because they're not making money off of that. So it's kind of a scary situation for them. Also, they could have sold their corn on contracts in this winter, but instead of, they brought it home in the bins, and now they have to feed it to the steers that aren't making much money for them right now. So it's kind of a scary situation. Butchers are also having trouble staying in business because the restaurants are being open. For example, Curly's in Jackson Center. I've been told that they make real thin hamburgers for restaurants around the area, and now since they're not open, they have a whole bunch of small hamburger that they don't know what to do with. So they're in a tight situation along with that too. My summary: the NCBA is trying to keep beef production in business. They are doing this by talking to the Senate and the House of Representatives to help protect the beef producers. This is a very important issue because if too many farmers get out of the business, we're going to have a shortage in the future. COVID-19 has dealt a tremendous challenging handed to producers across the country. These highly volatile markets cannot be allowed to force our ranching families out of business. So recently, like I said earlier, the price has risen, so we're seeing the sunlight at the end of the tunnel. So that's a good note. I just want to show you this graph right here. That is pretty interesting. I'll scroll down here. Nope. So right here, this right here is at the beginning of January, and that's $1.27. $1.27 is at beginning of January. Now you see it's dropped a little bit, and then it came back up, and then you see that tremendous drop right here. That is right when we went on our stay-at-home order and everybody kind of went out of business. It dropped to an all-time low of, dropped to an 84 cents. 84 cents hasn't been it since 2010. So that's scary for us. But we have seen the rise in the past couple of days. So that's good for us. It's coming back up. I just want to show you that graph, and it kind of was interesting to see all that. It was $1.29 in April last year. So that's just a big difference between last year and this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about the effects of beef production. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.